Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2015 Grace Warrior Atlanta Open. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me with his professional commentary is Cameron Meeks from Virginia. Welcome, Cameron.
Thanks for having me again, Laura.
So today's match will feature David Bobby Horn, who we see in the service box, versus Jake Bredenbeck. Cameron, any thoughts here on what you expect to see from these players today?
I expect to see a lot of great rallies again. It's been I feel like it's literally been a tournament of rallies.
Skip ball.
The ball's staying up a little bit. Everyone's giving it all they have. A lot of great shots. It's hard to come up with a prediction with these two. They've played many of times. I believe Jake's gotten the best of Bobby before, but Bobby's playing some great racquetball this weekend, and I actually might have to.
Side out.
I think if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to say Bobby's going to win in a tie break.
All right, that's a pretty good prediction there.
Zero serve, zero.
Bobby, definitely one of the stronger up-and-coming players here on the WRT. He's been playing for the past couple years, and coming off a big win in August in the San Luis Open, where he took the title and his first WRT championship.
Yep.
And there's a point for Horn.
1-0.
I believe he got the victory against Jake, wasn't it?
He did, actually. Yeah, this is a bit of a rematch.
Yep. I know in that weekend, Jake tweaked his ankle pretty badly, so he wasn't
He
feeling
did. There
100%.
was an interesting situation. Bredenbeck had played against Padilla, and something happened where the ball hit and cracked like right on Jake's ankle, right on the bone.
So I'm sure
Bobby has really been playing some phenomenal racquetball, and it'll be a really great kind of rematch here, I think, for the two of them.
I'm sure Jake's been waiting for this one to play him at as close to 100% as possible.
Absolutely.
Replay. 2-0.
Nice get.
Skip ball, point.
Good call.
I saw a between the legs shot there from Bobby Horn, and I know that we can definitely expect to see some of that from both these players out here today. This should be a pretty entertaining match.
Nice get.
Point.
Good pass.
Horn starting out strong here in game one.
Bobby's been pretty dialed in almost all tournament long. He hasn't taken anyone lightly. He's come out with a plan, and he's executing about as well as I've seen him in a while.
Point.
Yeah, I know when we talked to him after he won his first WRT championship last month at the San Luis Open.
5-0.
He was talking about how he's changed up in the last year, his training, his diet, and I think those things are really starting to pay off for him, obviously. But it's interesting how you constantly have to kind of keep adapting and keep moving here, along with the sport. We were talking earlier about how Bredenbeck, being in the top 3, has to consistently keep adapting and changing too. So
side out.
It's kind of the life of the pros here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't be complacent and can't be satisfied. You always have to be willing to put in the work and always be willing to make changes, because what worked this tournament might not work the next one.
Yeah,
so.
Side out.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about some of the different aspects here.
0-5.
For example, one of the elements we were talking about was the humidity.
Short
we're
serve.
playing with 3 cement walls and the back glass wall. And those are all factors, like you're saying. You have to constantly keep adapting to different situations, different crowds, different locations. So it's the life of a pro.
Nice little poke.
Both these guys just looking so comfortable out there, though.
They're trading punches.
5-0.
Bobby has a little bit of an advantage right now, obviously up 5-0, but Jake still hasn't gotten out of it. It's still early.
Side out. 0-5. Short. Second serve. Side out.
A lot of big skips so far. I think they're both, wouldn't say feeling the pressure, but they're both
0-5.
eager to try to win this match.
Skip ball, side out.
Both players seem really focused right now. I know they're friends off the court, but you can see how serious they can be as
0-5.
competitors once they face each other on the court.
Being good friends off the court makes it even that much more of a competition once you walk between the lines.
Point.
Great
All right,
pass.
there's the first point for Bredenbeck.
One, 5. Side out.
Great shot there from Bobby.
5-1.
The way they're playing, you would think it was 10-10 in the breaker right
Yeah,
now.
really. What a serve there from Horn. Kind of caught Jake up there in the back right corner.
6-1.
A smile from Bobby. See, there's some friendly competitiveness out there too.
Short.
I know
Second
recently
serve.
Bredenbeck was in the Bay Area where Horn is based, so they were training together. So I'm sure they've been practicing for this moment leading up to the last 3 weeks.
1-6. Point.
Nice shot. Jake showing off he's got the best of both worlds. Power on the serve and then nice
2-6.
hands finishing on the pinch.
Side out. Six, 2. Short serve. Second serve. Point.
Nice shot.
Seven, 2. Point.
Another great shot from Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby just definitely in his zone right now. We saw that earlier from him today in the quarterfinals.
8-2.
Just some super mental focus, and it's working for him so far in game 1 against
Side out.
Bredenbeck.
Yeah. The funny thing is obviously Bobby's doing exactly what we expect of him, coming in smooth, calm, putting away shots.
2-8.
But looking at Jake's matches this tournament, he's actually started all his matches about the same way he has,
Yeah.
kind of down,
Point.
not completely into it, and then next thing you know, he's right back in it. So I think we're in for a long one. It's
And
going to be a great match. Great
As you
action
say
so far.
That, Bredenbeck scores a point, right,
Yep.
when you're talking
3-8.
about it. So, yeah, I think you're right. You can't underestimate Bredenbeck, that's for sure. Both
Short.
these players, fierce competitors. Bobby traditionally
Second serve.
comes from behind, kind of likes to play that gamble, and then Bredenbeck just regains focus and can really
Yeah.
wail away.
Nice
Ooh,
shot.
Nice selection there from Bredenbeck.
Very solid down the line.
Couple points in a row. That's got to change your attitude a little bit. Now you know you're in trouble once you see a
4-8.
certain swagger in Bredenbeck's step. I haven't seen it yet so far here in game 1, but
Point.
Oh,
ooh, wow. Good serve. Called by our ref. Again, our
5-8.
ref today is Brent Walters.
another rocket.
Point.
Wow.
He's
That's a tough corner.
he's finding the rhythm now.
He is. Before you know it,
Timeout.
he's within 2 of tying it up here with Horn. Horn's going to go ahead and take a timeout, see if he can break some of the momentum that Jake is gaining. We'll be right back in just a moment. For those of you watching at home, we are in game 1 of our first semifinal tonight, and we have a special promotion that we would like to share with all of you watching. If you go to Gearbox RB right now and make a purchase, you're going to get a free cotton t-shirt when you enter the promo code WRTATL in all caps. So go ahead and log on to gearboxrb.com. Check out the products. Both Bobby and Jake are sponsored by Gearbox. Both players are playing with new rackets from the Alvaro Beltran collection. So go ahead and log online. When you buy your new racket, you can enter that promo code and get a free t-shirt.
6-8. Short serve.
Very close, but a good call
Second
nonetheless
serve
by Brent Walters.
Got out.
Nice placement there from Horn. Caught Jake chasing it down in that corner and just couldn't make it.
That was a great angle.
8-6. Short serve.
Good
Short
call.
serve. Second serve. Got out.
Nice
I
shot.
saw it. He was behind the line.
Looks
Wow.
like Bobby's looking for an encroachment call, not gonna get it.
That's as good as it gets, cutting off a serve like that.
6-8.
Very nice.
Between the legs from Jake.
Side out.
Oh. That ball just died once it got to the back wall. I thought it was going to stay up for him. It's a great shot.
8-6. Side out.
Happy birthday, brother. Thanks, man.
6-8.
Jake's looking like he's finding the rhythm. He's
Long serve.
starting to put a lot of balls away, get his, well, minus that serve. He's hitting some really good drive serves so far. And
Second serve.
Bobby's getting out of a rhythm. He hasn't let anybody get to him yet so far this tournament. But I think Bobby will settle in here in a few minutes.
Point.
Nice shot.
And
Jake's doing a
point for
great job of
Bredenbeck.
moving Bobby around right now.
Yeah, I think that's really essential here, especially when
7.
you get into the semifinals. Is, you know, these guys have played at least 3 or 4 matches, depending on whether or not they play doubles. I know both Jake and Bobby have opted not to play doubles this weekend. Hopefully, saves them some energy.
Nice get.
Good ball,
Ooh,
side
and
out.
an unforced error there from Bredenbeck.
Very fortunate.
8-7. Screen serve. Second serve. Point.
Good touch by Bobby.
9-7. Hold it, replay.
Now, why are they calling out a replay? That was too fast for me.
He kind of took a
9-7.
little bit off. He was obviously going off the back wall, but he saw Jake there, and I think he with him holding up, he didn't really, I guess. Brent's being nice in my opinion. Actually, I would have let him play that out because he still had a
7-9.
clear shot. But he was looking for the hinder because once he turned to swing off the back wall, he saw Jake was there and might have held up a bit, but that's a tough call. Good get. Another good get.
Yeah, good defense there from Bobby.
Skip ball, side out.
That's unfortunate. It's got to be frustrating when you skip a ball like that.
Yeah, Sometimes
That's all
that's
right. Just
Nine,
a
seven.
side out and sacrifice a point.
Sometimes that's what you have to do as a power player.
Long.
They're in a rhythm. You know, all they want to do
Second
is shoot. Just play them to the ceiling. Jake had to use a lot of energy just to skip it.
True. Didn't think about all that energy exerted for that.
Shot out.
Ah. See what Bobby was going for. It looked pretty smart, but unfortunately there's a side out
It's the
again.
right idea, and even Jake was
Yeah.
looking up, thinking someone.
Now I have to say I know Jake is
7-9.
growing out his hair. He's going for the man bun. That's a goal I feel I can share on the air. And I really like watching it float around while he runs around out there. It's hard as he hits that ball.
I believe one of the players is actually nicknamed him Goldilocks for the rest of the
Oh, yeah.
weekend.
That's a good one.
8-9.
All right, and Bredenbeck now within one of tying it up. You see kind of Bredenbeck taking a little bit more time now before he gets into the service box, which normally we see him kind of rushing off. So trying to regain that control, I think.
Nice get.
Ooh.
Point.
Ooh. Got some crowd reactions here at the Recreation ATL.
That was a
out.
monster shot.
Monster shot for
Wet
sure.
and out.
Looks like we're going to wipe down the court here. We'd definitely like to thank one of the official tour partners. That's the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. For those of you at home want to get some more information, go to give2rydf.org. But Reaching Your Dream Foundation is a nonprofit that promotes health and fitness and the long-term viability of sports like racquetball, helping players like both Jake and Bobby. Go to give2rydf.org for more information and make a donation today.
Non-serves 9. Side out.
Nice return there from Bobby, gives him an opportunity to take the lead again. So far, Bobby Horn's been in the
Non-serve
lead
9.
this whole match. Bredenbeck
Short
tying it up
serve.
now at 9-9.
He's
Second
been
serve.
stuck on 9 for a few rallies now.
Switching up the serve.
Good get.
Wow.
Side out.
Great shot from Bredenbeck.
It's a great pinch.
Non-serves 9. Point.
Well, that goes ahead and puts Bredenbeck in the lead for the first time so far this match. This is game 1 of our first semifinal match here this evening. Coming up right after this, we have
10-9.
Alex Cardona versus Andre Perea. Looks like we got a broken ball. I'm sure they're going to take a quick second. Oh, there's the new ball.
Got it.
So that means we'd still be at 9-9 then?
Yep, broken ball ends up a replay.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Jake then.
Non-serves 9.
He was almost in the lead for the first time.
And
Just short. All right, well, that's that karma we've been talking about all day today.
10-9.
The ball knows, so there's Jake now in the lead again, 10-9.
yeah, the racquetball gods took pity on him.
Side out.
Oh, Bobby didn't. Nice side out there for Bobby and his opportunity to tie it back up.
I would almost take a time out here
9-10.
if I was Bobby, just to kind of slow Jake down, but he's going
Short
to stick
serve.
with it.
Second serve.
See if he can figure something out, but he's got to get off 9. This might be it.
Down.
Good hustle.
Yeah,
Great
nice
hustle by
effort
both.
there from Bobby. Some big swings from Bredenbeck.
10-9. Skip, point.
All right, 11-9 now. I feel like this is going to be
11-9.
really important for Bobby to regain his focus here. And you're right, if he has that timeout, it might be
A good time
offensive to
for
take
him.
it at some point, yeah.
Good ceiling ball. That's going to set Jake up.
Side out.
Good shot from Bobby
Yeah.
right there. Well done.
I feel like that was
9-11.
good. Bobby really wasn't worried that he just set Jake up. He looked ready to go in the middle of the court. That's the best thing you can do.
Short serve.
Bobby's a great
Second
retailer.
serve.
He likes playing in that front court. He doesn't matter how hard you're hitting or where the ball's coming. He's ready to reshoot.
Point.
Great shot. Great point.
All right, well, that's going to move Bobby Horn up the scoreboard a little bit. He'd been stuck at 9
10-11.
for quite some time. Now down by 1 in game 1.
Side out. Timeout.
Nice and easy. That's a smart timeout.
Good shot.
Yep,
Timeout.
Bredenbeck's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back in just a few moments as these guys cool off as things heat up in game 1. And we're back in game 1 of our first semifinal here this evening at the 2015 Grace Warrior Atlanta Open. We are playing at Recreation ATL, where we have a fantastic crowd
10.
here supporting us. And a bit of a rematch here between Jake Bredenbeck and Bobby Horn after Bobby Horn beating Bredenbeck last month at the St. Louis Open,
Point.
winning his first WRT championship.
12 serves 10.
Jake doing a great job of making that timeout pay off as he comes in quickly, gets a point.
This is the biggest lead Bredenbeck has had all game here. 12-10.
Point.
Wow.
Doing a great job of getting that first serve in.
Thirteen serves 10. Side out.
Good job from Bobby just to stay composed and stay in it.
So now what do you think Bobby has to
10-13.
do in order to stay focused and hit that point for point in order to get back up to
Short
13?
serve.
I think he needs to go back to his lines.
Second
He's done
serve.
a lot of pinches and tried to go a lot of wide angle, which left a few off the back wall for Jake. And the first 2 games, or his first few matches, he's been real successful going down the line. And I think that's what he needs
Point.
to go back to.
Yeah, this is a nice little shot for Bobby.
11 serves 13.
There he goes, 1 point at a time.
Good serve.
Point.
Good pinch. It's a great shot.
And with that, he's within 1
12 serves
point of
13.
tying it up here in game 1.
Short. Second serve. Point.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous. Definitely a momentum-changing shot
13
there.
serves 13.
Got some excitement from the crowd on that one, all tied up now.
Side
Oh,
out.
and then an unfortunate error there for Horn. Puts control and possession back in
13
Jake
serves
Bredenbeck's
13.
hands.
It's tough to hit 2 awesome shots and then miss one off the frame. Great pass right there by Jake. Gives
And-
himself his first game point.
Yep, first game point here for Bredenbeck.
14-13.
Nice.
Oh,
Good shot.
wow. And with that amazing dive, Bredenbeck's going to take game one, 15-13 over David Bobby Horn. What a way to end game one. We'll be right back in just a moment with more of Bredenbeck and Horn. And we're back live in our first semifinal here of the Grace Warrior Atlanta Open. We have Jake Bredenbeck winning game one, 15-13 in a pretty tight game one against David Bobby Horn. Bobby Horn is out there right now warming up, staying warm out there as he refocuses going into game two. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and Cameron Meeks is on the mic with me here this weekend. Welcome, Cameron.
Thanks for having me. We're in the middle of a great match right now.
We
Two
are.
fierce competitors.
Yeah, these two have battled it out most recently last month at the San Luis Open. They faced each other in the finals, one of our rare All-American finals, and David Bobby Horn beat Jake Bredenbeck for his first ever WRT championship. So this is a bit of revenge here, and for each of them, I guess there's a little bit here on the line. So far, super competitive game one, 15-13. Jake Bredenbeck just taking the lead super late in the game at about 10-9. Tied up at 13-13, winning the last 2 points. And I hope you guys tune in and watch on youtube.com/World Racquetball when we get this up, because game one, we had Jake sprawling across the floor to end that game.
This is definitely going to be a great one to go back and watch.
Looks like these guys
Jake
are
serves
just
game
about
two.
ready. Jake has on a fresh shirt for the new game. Don't forget, guys, next weekend we will be in Sarasota, Florida for the 2015 Suncoast Open. We like to have our back-to-back events here on the WRT. So if you guys are in the area, come on down and watch live. And if not, don't worry, you can watch from home on your mobile or laptop or any device that gets the internet. Basically, you can watch
Zero.
all weekend long from the quarters to the finals at worldracquetballtour.com.
Skip ball. Point.
Good call.
1-0.
Nice save.
Side out.
Very smooth. Didn't try to do too much with that ball. Nice and easy, and gets a side out.
0-1.
Ooh.
He took my move.
That was a little nasty right there. I think Bobby would be happy with that.
Oh, I thought he took my
One serves one. Point.
Great
2-1.
serve. Great serve from Bobby.
2-1.
Ace for Bobby Horn.
Point.
Starting off
3-1.
just like it did the first game. We'll see what Bobby can do to try to keep the lead, keep the momentum going. Still early in game one or game two.
Side out.
Oh, tough pass.
One, 3. Side out.
Oh. That was a makeup call.
Oh, no.
He didn't call the short serve, so he didn't call the skip.
That's Cameron
3-1.
Meeks, folks, breaking down Brent Walters' reffing.
We're
Let's hope Brent doesn't watch the the past matches on YouTube.com.
We're human. We're all going to miss calls.
That's right. We definitely appreciate all Brent's work.
Nice get.
Skip ball.
Error there for Bredenbeck.
4-1. Side out.
Nice shot.
One, 4. Short. Second serve.
Down the back from Horn.
Side out.
Very nice reverse pinch there from Jake.
One, 4. 2-4. Sorry.
Oh, 2-4.
Point.
Great hands there by Jake up front.
That's going to
3-4.
give Bredenbeck another point.
Point.
And that ties it up now, 4-4 in game 2. A little quicker than we saw the tie-up happen in
Four
game
serves,
1.
4.
It's all right. Bobby's
Came at
starting
about 9-9 in game 1.
They're both a little frustrated with some calls. Bobby obviously frustrated.
Side out.
He's feeling pressure, but right there it didn't look like it. It's a great shot.
Yeah, as a player, how do you kind of
Four
shake
serves,
off
4.
the bad call and keep focused on the next point?
It's tough. That's one of the toughest things, but it's
Side
one
out.
of the few things you can't control in this game as the referee, so you just kind of have to realize they're going to make mistakes and just worry about the next point.
4 serves, 4.
Ooh.
Side out. Four serves, 4.
A little magic there from Horn. Somehow manages to pull that out of his side pocket.
That pointing he was doing there. Wow.
2 bounces.
That's a big shot.
See, now that's some of the swag I was talking about. When you see Bredenbeck start walking like that, you're in trouble. I'm sure Horn has faced this before, though,
4
with
serves, 4.
Bredenbeck. And,
In Virginia, we call that
Tied
the
up.
stud strut.
yeah.
Screen serve. Second serve.
Switching up the serve, high lob.
Smart. Oh. Yep, Bobby knew it. He's telling himself, let it go. That ball was coming off the back.
See if Bobby can stay focused. I get a little worried when players start talking to themselves too much.
5-4.
I get a little concerned they're going to take themselves out. So see if Bobby can keep his
Wet
strong
ball.
mental focus here as
Wet ball.
Bredenbeck. Oh, that's a wet ball. Bredenbeck keeping
5-4.
his composure at the front of the court because he knows our ref, Brent Walters, isn't going to take anything.
That was a great call. A lot of people disagree, but that was a
5-4.
great call.
That's a tough one to make, too.
That's a great call.
That means the score is still 5 serving 4.
Side out.
Wow, what an answer there from Horn, I think, to the wet ball.
Four, 5. Side out.
Fortunate error there for Horn. Gives Bredenbeck the side out. Puts him back in the service box.
5-4.
I'm sure he's going to take some of that frustration right into this game.
Replay.
Now, why are they calling that a replay?
5-4.
There, Bobby was standing behind Jake and didn't really get a good view of the ball coming out, so he held up his hand, but
Replay.
obviously these guys are friends, so they're going to be good sports about it.
5-4.
So Jake knew Bobby wanted to hinder.
2 replays in a row. Good sportsmanship and fair play is what we like to see, of course, here on the WRT.
Ball's
Ooh,
down. Point.
just a
That's
little
tough.
low there, yeah.
What's that?
I think Bobby's going to wipe off the wall there. Back glass, a little wet. It is hot and humid here in Atlanta as these guys are heating up real quick in game 2.
6-4. Long, second serve. Side out.
Great shot there from Bobby. He needed that side out.
Four, 6.
Oh, 4-6.
Point.
Just getting the other point.
Great down the line from Bobby. Again, I still think that's going to be the
5-6.
shot that he's got to execute in order for him to take game 2 from Jake.
Side out.
Pretty big return there from Bredenbeck.
That's just tough.
6-5.
Jake's in the zone right now.
Screen serve.
He's feeling confident about everything that his racket touches.
Second serve. It bounces.
Good call by Jake. A self-2-bounce
Calling it
call.
on himself.
5-6.
Good honesty there from Bredenbeck.
Good get.
Long reach there
Hold
from
it.
Jake.
That's an avoidable.
Oh, that's tough. He kind of kept running right into it.
Yeah. He had nowhere to go. Bobby did a good job of trapping him, and it's the right call.
6 serve 6.
Looks like they're talking it out.
Replay.
Going for the replay there.
6 serve 6.
It's a nice serve from Bobby.
Point.
Wow, nice return there from Bobby.
7-6.
What a couple of the crowd was asking is that a couple rallies ago where
Point.
nice shot from
Ooh.
Bobby. Where,
Bobby in the zone right now.
yeah, he is. He's trying to come back. He wants a tiebreaker.
8-6.
But when Jake hit the hard ceiling ball and it looked like it was going to bounce out, the question was what the ruling would have been. And the ruling would have been is that that's
Point.
a replay. If it bounces and goes out, it's actually a replay. But if it goes out on the fly, then it's either
9-6.
a point or a side out.
Because it would have hit the wall if the ball was there, you're saying. Okay.
Point.
Nice shot.
String of points in a row here for
10-6.
Bobby Horn as he takes the lead 10-6 in game 2.
Side out.
That's tough right down that line. And there's somebody cheering on Jake Bredenbeck, a.k.a. Goldilocks, here for the weekend.
6-10.
I'm sure he's going to love that if he watches our matches on YouTube.
Nice serve.
Point.
Puts it away.
Seeing some
7-10.
determination here from both players.
Point.
Well, after Horn gets a couple points, Bredenbeck is now getting a couple points in a row here.
He's
8-10.
not letting Horn get too far away from him. He's keeping him just within reach. That's exactly what you have to do. If they score a couple points, that's all right, because you're still in it.
Down. Side out.
Ooh. Well, this is what we like to see when we have our number 3 seed, David Bobby Horn, versus number 2
10-8.
seed, Jake Bredenbeck. Some great competition here so far in our first quarterfinal of the day. Excuse me, semifinal of the day.
Point.
Nice shot
Been a long
from
day.
Bobby. That's part of his game right there. He loves to stand in center court,
11-8.
and he's almost hoping that you hit the ball right back to him, so all he can do is just re-kill it. Nice get.
Jake reach.
Got it.
Side out.
Oh, that back corner is tough.
Good hustle there.
8-11. Skip ball, side out.
Good footwork there from Horn just to get out of the way and still stay with that ball. That was a tough serve from Jake.
11-8.
Yeah, I think that's something that Horn is really good at, is his footwork and quickness.
Point.
Nice
That's
and
smart.
easy.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Hit it where he's not. Jake's choked Horn up a little bit in that back corner, so I guess it was about
12-8.
time.
Another good serve from Horn.
Point.
That's tough.
All right, Horn within 2 of closing out game 2
13-8.
and sending us to breaker.
Yep,
Point.
that's
Smart.
it. That's the shot.
Very smart. 14-8, and David Bobby Horn's first game point. Bredenbeck's going to go ahead and call a timeout, see if he can break Bobby's concentration. Let's see what happens when we come back right after this.
We got 14-8.
And we're back live with Bobby Horn's game point in game 2.
Good shot.
There it is. Bobby Horn taking game 2, 15-8. That's his answer back, which means we're going to tiebreaker. Now the tiebreaker is 1st to 11. We'll be right back with that in just a couple moments, so don't go anywhere. You guys are ready. I think Bredenbeck's doing some quality control there on that ball. The official ball of the WRT is the Gearbox Black Ball.
0 serve 0. Side out.
Entertaining crowd here. I don't know if you guys are picking that up on the mic, but
0 serve 0.
We've got a very active crowd here with us today. It's
Short.
all in good fun. This is
cheering
what
for
racquetball.
Goldilocks.
Second serve.
This is what racquetball is all about. Gotta have fun.
Like a quote, he says, "My man hits the ball so hard he makes his own nose bleed." Wow.
Side out.
What
Great
a
pass
rally
from
here.
Bobby.
Yeah. Way to open up game 3.
0 serve 0.
I think this is going to be a tight tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah.
It can, right now, it can go either way.
Side out.
An unfortunate skip there from Horn.
Zero serve 0.
Oh.
Skip ball.
Skip for skip. There we go. Then about evens it out.
0 serve 0. Yeah. Zeros.
It's like Bobby was checking on that encroachment call.
Great
Point.
shot. That's been his shot of the tournament. Just a solid down the line.
1-0.
First point then of game 3 goes to Horn.
Short. Second serve. Point.
Wow.
That was a
Horn.
nice shot.
Yeah, looking really comfortable with that one.
2-0.
Sticking with the lob.
Down, down.
Oh. And the ball's down.
0-2. Side out.
Nice shot. That's tough for Jake because he didn't see it and kept playing, but sometimes in that
2-0.
spot, he was right behind Bobby. He could have tried to jockey for a hinder.
Ooh.
Oh,
Saw how that came off the back there, a little weird.
that's a tough break.
Zero two.
Oh.
That's a pass.
Great call. Great call there. Bobby's trying to sell it, but he was swinging forward versus going to the back wall. That's tough. Good get.
Point.
Ow.
Very smooth.
2 serves, 2. Second serve. Side out.
Kind of at a standstill here for the last couple of rallies.
Yeah, all tied up here at 2-2 in game 3.
2 serves, 2.
Remember, the WRT plays the third to 11, first to 11.
2 serves, 2.
Win by 1.
Skip ball.
Nice court coverage there from Jake Bredenbeck as Bobby has him running all over the court.
3-2.
Skips it right there at the end.
It's a great rally.
Point.
2 quick points in a row there for Horn. Puts him up by 2.
4-2. Side out.
That serve actually looked a little short for me.
2-4.
But either way, side out.
Guess you're not reffing.
Down. Point.
It's a tough job.
It cracked out.
That is a tough job. Big thanks to Brent Walters for reffing here so far all
3-4.
day at our WRT quarters and semis here at the 2015 Grace Warrior Atlanta Open.
And I believe that
serve.
he's been talked into reffing for next weekend as well.
Oh, that's right. Brent will be following us to the Sun Coast Open. We'll be in Sarasota, Florida next weekend. Don't miss that event.
Hold it. Side out. Side out.
Now, what's the call on that? It's not clear to me.
He called an
4-3.
avoidable hinder.
Avoidable.
Okay.
You're right in front of him.
Yeah, Jake hit the ball right back at himself.
4-3.
Bobby was behind him. That's again, a tough call, but that was I would have to agree with Brent there.
Point.
It's a big frustration, Skip.
We might not want to tell Jake just yet that Brent is coming to ref at the
5-3.
Sun Coast Open next weekend. We might hold off on that news.
5-3. That's a warning. Quit arguing.
Bryce, not worried.
Score. 5-3.
Keep going, keep going.
Down. Side out.
Wow.
Got it back, let's go.
I think Jake's going to do everything in his power to try to break this
3-5.
ball.
I think he is, definitely.
He's had a lot of tough breaks.
Short serve. Second serve.
Oh, boy. Gotta take a lot to keep your composure out there. Maybe even a wall hug.
He's
It's
seeing
about
if he
all the
can-
love he can get out there right now. It's just from the wall.
That's exactly right.
Oh.
Replay. 3-5.
Brent's making some tough calls.
Tough position here.
Again, I still think that's the right call. Brent's doing a great job.
Point.
It's another good call.
There's a point for Bredenbeck, and Horn's turn to be
4-5.
frustrated now. Keeps it even out there, you
Yeah,
know?
he's being fair.
That's what we
Short.
like.
Second serve. Skip ball. Point.
Oh.
I didn't see a hinder.
Now, why is
didn't-
Bobby
I
looking
saw
for a
it. I
court
didn't
hinder?
see
Like
it take a
something
bad
about where
bounce.
the glass meets the glass there? It would bounce funny, or what's
He's,
the call?
5 serves,
he's
5.
thinking that he was expecting the ball to do something else, and really, that it took a true bounce. Jake kind of sliced the backhand ceiling shot.
5 serves, 5.
A lot of times, those balls are just going to shoot straight down, and Bobby thought he could jock for a court hinder, and there we go.
There's that broken ball. Some frustration from both players has done that. These guys are going to break the ball in a little bit, and I'll take a quick minute to plug the World Racquetball Tour. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at World R-Ball Tour. And stay up to date with all the latest on the players. And don't forget, you can go to their individual player pages and like them too. So go ahead and pick
5
out your
serves,
favorite
5.
players and start following them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Point. Good
Great
serve.
serve.
What a serve. That puts Bredenbeck in the lead in game 3. This is quite the battle here to see who will
6-5.
move on to the finals tomorrow. And coming up right after this, we have another battle between the #1 seed Alex Cardona and #4 seeded Andre Padilla.
Short. Second serve. Side out.
Wow.
Don't worry, Jake. You good.
Horn pumping himself up with that one a little bit.
5-6.
Bobby
I just
lo-
got some news from Gearbox. If this breaker goes to 10-10, every order placed on gearboxrb.com today will get a free hat.
Side out.
There's a side out.
That's very generous here from our title sponsor with Gearbox.
Absolutely. 10-10 in the breaker.
6-5.
Every order today gets a free hat.
And it's very possible
It
that this
is.
could go 10-10.
Let us know who you're cheering
serve.
for. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, either at World R-Ball Tour or Gearbox RB.
If you guys missed it a few seconds ago, right before the promo, Bobby hit just a ridiculous reverse backhand pinch, and he actually turns back to the crowd and says, "That's nasty."
That's Bobby.
Point. Devin 5.
Bredenbeck trying to run away with this one. Great serve.
Point. Timeout.
He's too hot.
Horn's going to go ahead and take a much-needed timeout, I'm sure. See if he can break Jake's momentum. We'll be right back in just a moment. And we're back in a very tight game 3 as Jake Bredenbeck is in the lead 8-5 against Bobby Horn. Bobby calling that timeout to see if he can break Jake's momentum. Now, Cameron, what are your thoughts? What does Bobby need to do? We've seen some really strong mental focus from here this weekend. What does he need to do to break Jake right now?
He needs to get himself on the offensive side. He's done a great job playing defense, but right now Jake's way too hot for Bobby to keep hitting ceiling ball after ceiling ball, and even his wide angle passes. Again, for me, I think the shot for Bobby, what's going to win him this match is his down the line. Obviously, you've got to hit pinches when they're behind you, but Bobby's beat everyone this weekend with down the line, and I think that's what he's got to do to beat Jake. Good get.
Shot out.
Oh. Or he could just find little shots like that. That was phenomenal. That was great.
Short serve, short serve.
Good call.
Couple people in the crowd thought Bobby's last ball skipped there, so it's good. Keep some controversy here out here for the spectators too.
Keeps things exciting.
Yeah.
Second serve. Skip ball, side out. Eight, 5. Side out.
Right on cue. A great down the line from Horn. Gets himself another side out and a chance to try to close this gap.
Short serve. Second serve. Falls down, point.
And there's a point for Horn.
Equipment timeout.
Looks like Jake's got to change rackets there. Jake is playing with the new Beltran Collection racket. I'm going to check out those new rackets from Gearbox. Go to gearboxrb.com.
6-8.
6 serving 8 in game 3.
Oh, that's a tough break. Very unfortunate for Horn right there. I think he had Jake pass on that shot, and it's tough that it came back and hit him.
8-6. Good shot, point.
Great hands. Great hands.
That's some of the showmanship we expect to see from both Jake and Bobby. And yeah, Bredenbeck putting it away right there.
9-6. Side out.
If he didn't make that shot, Bobby was going to look up at Britton for an avoidable Henry.
6-9. Point.
Bobby trying to pump himself up. It's a great pinch.
7-9.
Looks like they got a wet court there. Gonna wipe that down. It is hot and humid out here in Atlanta. Now both Jake Bredenbeck and Bobby Horn are recipients of some benefits from the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Go to give2rydf.org for more information or to make a donation. The Reaching Your Dream Foundation is a nonprofit that helps promote the sport along with health and fitness and helps these players get to events like these WRT events here in Atlanta. Go to give2rydf.org to make a donation today and help make these professional dreams of these players come true.
Point.
Good serve return kill there.
And there's Horn now, another point.
8-9.
Now within 1.
Short serve. Second serve. Side out.
Whew. Tensions are high, just a couple points away here. Anything can happen.
I think if Bobby doesn't get a side out here,
9-8.
Jake might pull it away.
Good shot.
That's tough.
Quite the crowd reaction there on Bredenbeck's.
That was a great
Bredenbeck's
shot.
10-8.
This is now match point for Jake Bredenbeck.
Good shot.
That means Jake Bredenbeck is now the champion. We're going to take it down to the court and hear from Jake. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Bobby Horn and Jake Bredenbeck. How about that tiebreaker? Jake, you've had some tough matches here today. How are you keeping your energy and your mental focus against some great competitors like Bobby Horn?
First off, thank all you guys for coming out. It's awesome to have a crowd like this, especially in the U.S., so awesome. And second, congratulations to Bobby. Played a hell of a match. Bobby's a good friend of mine. We always have battles and go back and forth. So, you know, I'm happy to get the win, but congratulations to him. He played an awesome match today. So. And lastly, yeah, a couple long matches, but I feel pretty good. You know, sweat a lot here, so got to stay hydrated and eat well, and just try and rest and come back tomorrow for the final.
Okay, so you're going to stick around and watch the next match between Cardona and Perea and do some scouting?
Probably. I've played both them quite a few times, so I know their games pretty well, but yeah, I'm going to stick around and watch what should be a good match.
All right, give it up for Jake Bredenbeck. Don't forget to come back and watch Jake tomorrow in the finals at noon. Now let's go ahead and bring out David Bobby Horn. Come on out, Bobby. Yeah, come on. Let's hear it for Bobby. All right. How are you feeling, Bobby? I know this is a bit of a rematch. The last time you saw Jake, you beat him last month at the St. Louis Open, making your first WRT championship. What are your thoughts about the match?
You know, I'm a little disappointed. She said to be positive, but you know, losing kind of sucks, especially in a close one. A little disappointed that I didn't execute how I felt like I should today. Credit to this guy, he's, like he said, it's always a battle with him, and he's an amazing player. Kind of threw me off with his power, so I didn't execute how I needed to, and you know, next week I'll be back at it and try to get after him a little bit. We'll probably play each other again, I'm assuming, so as long as I do my job.
All right, well, thank you, Bobby. And any final thoughts? Give some thanks out there.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody out here that came. Jake kind of mentioned it. It's really fun playing against people that are into racquetball and really enjoy it. While we're playing and while we're not playing, you guys are all awesome. I want to thank the sponsors that are on the wall behind us for having the event. Without those guys, I'd be back in California right now. So thank you for sponsoring the tournament. Thanks to my sponsors, Gearbox, Reaching Your Dream Foundation. You guys, Laura mentioned earlier, go check them out. Make sure you support them. Reaching Your Dream Foundation is why all these guys are actually here, so make sure you go on there and check that out as well. All my family, friends, girlfriend at home watching. Also, follow every player that you know on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have. Check us out, follow us, message us, talk to us. We enjoy it a lot, so thanks again for coming out, and hopefully see you guys next year.
Well, like Bobby said, thank you to all of you for coming out and supporting us here at the WRT. There is another match coming up, so if you want to go grab some snacks and get right back here, we have Cardona versus Perea. That's going to be another battle, and they will face, the winner of today's match will face Bredenbeck tomorrow in the finals at 12 noon. So we'll see you back here in just a few moments.